Hi there. Welcome to my views. The news, two news stories. First one is it's about the death of a high-ranking Ethiopian military officer. A combat death. Did he die in the Amhara region? Was he killed in the Amhara region fighting the Fano groups? We have been hearing rumors about the death of a brigadier general. So who is this officer? It seems that Ethiopian military does not want to disclose its losses. But a video is in circulation showing the dead body of this senior Ethiopian military officer reportedly. Secondly, Brigade Nhamedu, Eritrean opposition group based abroad, seems to have come under pressure, its members being arrested. Law enforcement agencies are identifying, arresting Brigade Nhamedu active members. A protest was held in London in front of the Dutch embassy 2 days ago. Another protest in another European country today. Firstly, viewers, Amhara region of Ethiopia, where we know that more than a week ago, Ethiopian military launched a new ground operation against a Fano of fighters. By the way, I talked to a few people close to Fano strategy making, close to Fano planners. And they said that ground operations by ENDF is what Fano wants. He said, we want these ground operations to be launched. Because whenever there is a ground operation, there is always fighting, urban combat in some cases, close quarters combat. And that is how, he said, we are able to inflict losses on the military. That is how we are able to capture weapons from Ethiopian National Defense Force. He said if there is no ground operation, only air strikes, drone strikes are conducted. That's more worrying for us. But ground operation, no matter how big it is, no matter how many souls are part of this operation, they are an opportunity for us. These ground operations serve as an opportunity for Fano fighters to upgrade their capabilities, to arm themselves, to arm more, and to inflict more losses on the military. So that is why we welcome these ground operations, especially in areas like Gujum, where Fano groups have a very sophisticated intelligence network and they're in control of large territories. They say that such ground operations are always going to backfire, and you'll see that it will increase Fano's capabilities. Uh, it's difficult to disagree, by the way, with this view of Fano groups. Ground operations are being launched, but desired results have not been achieved by military. Yes, some Fano fighters have been killed, but no major losses suffered by Fano fighters. By the way, where is Fano getting its weapons from? We don't talk much about that. Obviously, Fano's main source of weapons is Ethiopian National Defense Force. How does Fano get weapons from ENDF? Through fighting, obviously, through targeted operations like in Bahirdar, we saw that, and through some backdoor deals with ENDF officers. I am fully aware of such deals as well. Some ENDF logistical department officers reportedly have been in touch with Fano groups, and they are minting money, these officers. So Fano groups have different ways of acquiring weapons. It's not that their main weapon supplier is sitting abroad. No, their main weapon supplier seems to be Ethiopian National Defense. Now, topic. Coming back to topic. It seems that a senior officer of Ethiopian National Defense Force has been killed. I wouldn't say he has died because his death, his funeral are not being shown. A video is being shared showing the funeral gathering, dead body of a senior military officer leaving a military hospital, which is in Addis Ababa, I think. Armed Forces Specialized Hospital is in Addis Ababa. A video shows the departure of a coffin escorted by ENDF officials. Departure from this hospital. ENDF has not issued any statement about the death of any of its officers. No statement from the government. It means that it's a combat death, which Ethiopian National Defense Force wants to hide. That is why no statement from the military or the government. By the way, Fano groups have been claiming that they have killed Brigadier General of Ethiopian National Defense Force, who was in charge of Gujam command post. I could not confirm his death. So it's not that this dead body is that of that Brigadier General, but he seems to be a high-ranking military officer. Keeping in view the way his dead body is being escorted by ENDF officers, ENDF officials. So military suffering losses in Amhara, but military obviously isn't going to admit its losses. Fano groups don't admit their losses as well. That is part of the conflict, that the parties never admit their losses. They exaggerate about others' losses. But I think military should explain whose dead body was escorted from Armed Forces Specialized Hospital, Addis Ababa. A senior ENDF officer, maybe it seems. Secondly, viewers, Eritrean opposition group, Brigade Nhamedu, under pressure because of the strategy adopted by Brigade Nhamedu, strategy of attacking pro-Eritrean government gatherings. Since last year, BN members have been storming the facilities where pro-Eritrean government communities have been organizing programs. Several attacks in Germany, Norway, Sweden too, I think, Canada, UK, Israel. Dozens were injured in these attacks. And some groups in Europe, America have been raising questions about immigrants, saying that immigrants are fueling conflicts in Europe, promoting violence, resorting to violent means to achieve their targets. And Brigade Nhamedu continued with its attacks on the pro-Eritrean government gatherings. BN says that these gatherings are used by Eritrean government to mint money, to blackmail diaspora community, and to create divisions within diaspora. While pro-Eritrean government diaspora community says that these events are celebrations of Eritrean culture, Eritrean history, and Brigade Nhamedu members are essentially non-Eritreans. They are Tigrayans in the guise of Eritreans. So this movement is basically an anti-Eritrean Tigrayan movement. Both sides have their positions, their views about what Brigade Nhamedu is doing. What happened in the Netherlands more than a week ago has led to pressure upon Brigade Nhamedu. In Hague, the Netherlands, Brigade Nhamedu members attacked a pro-Eritrean government gathering. They set police vehicles on fire. After that, we saw a crackdown on Brigade Nhamedu members. John Black was arrested, others were arrested too, and now BN members are protesting in different parts of the world for the release of their comrades. A protest was held in London in front of the Dutch embassy 2 days ago. Dozens of BN members were there. A similar protest is planned in Oslo, Norway today, in front of the parliament. BN activist members say that Eritrean government's agents are operating in Europe. That Eritrean refugees in Europe, Eritreans who have fled their country, they're not safe in Europe because the Eritrean government-backed elements harass the innocent Eritreans who have fled the country. That is why European countries, Western countries should protect Eritreans. Let's see what happens. On the other hand, we are seeing that the Eritrean government is organizing fourth front, 4G, pro-Eritrean government diaspora group, and the Eritrean government is uniting diaspora community against Brigade Nhamedu. So, fight for change in Eritrea is being fought on the streets of Europe, Canada, and America. Obviously, it won't bring about any change. Rather, it will lead to more divisions within Eritrean community. It will obviously cause violence as well. Brigade Nhamedu will have to find some creative ways of protest. The way they have been resorting to violence was bound to have repercussions, and that is what they seem to be facing now. Let's see. Will they continue their violent attacks on pro-Eritrean government community programs in Europe, America, Canada? That remains to be seen. So far, vegan members are being arrested. They are facing trials in some countries too. And 4G, pro-Eritrean government diaspora group, has launched an intense diplomatic campaign for the arrest of all BN top activists. Thank you for watching.